Hello, everyone. Good evening to you all. Once again, this is Nana Danso Boafo, and those who are watching me in the afternoon, in the morning, good afternoon to everyone. Welcome to Lead Managers Television, and this is Lead Talk. And once again, Nana Danso Boafo, I'm here to serve you. As I have been always saying, I've been always saying this, that we are all in this together, meaning Ghana is for us. The development of Ghana is our concern, and we all have to do whatever we can to contribute to the growth of Ghana. I have to make this clear to everyone, all my listeners, all my viewers, that this is not a political show. This is not a political show. As you all know, we share ideas, and people also share their comments. And I always listen to my viewers. If there is an issue you want us to talk about, we will be talking about it. There will be episodes that we are going to bring experts on board, which I'm going to share this platform with them to also share their views. Today is an important topic, and I have promoted this topic, I think, some weeks earlier. And the topic is barriers to effective implementation of international marketing policies or strategies by Ghanaian businesses. Ghana has struggled in terms of our businesses going international, and it's something that is very important, that we have to talk about it and then look at ways that I think the country should go, the way forward for the country. You see, Ghanaian companies face several challenges that hinder their ability to successfully expand into international markets. We are going to look at them. We are going to look at it seriously, because I've been asked several questions by people that, Nana, why it is that we have a lot of foreign businesses coming to Ghana, but we don't see Ghanaian businesses doing very well abroad or in people countries. Yes, some companies are doing well in Ghana. They are trying to, survive in Ghana and all that. But we are living in a global village, and as such, the focus should not only be Ghana. Now, there's this saying that international marketing is no more an option for any business. It's a necessity, because the world is a global village, and focusing only in your domestic market is not enough. So, a lot of researchers in this area, a lot of authorities are saying that for the development of the country, businesses should look at, or governments should look at, international marketing to balance what we call the balance of trade, or to, acquire what we call as a nation the balance of trade. The balance of trade is whereby there is a balance between goods that are, imported and goods that are exported. You see, for this country to do well as a country, a lot have to change. And this is just one aspect for me that we are going to look at as a country. So today, we are going to look at some of the factors that has hindered, or that has weakened Ghanaian businesses' inability to go international. And my first point, without wasting much time, I'm going to talk about, I would say, competencies, the Ghanaian business competencies in international market. Are Ghanaian business abreast with international marketing knowledge? Do Ghanaian universities or the education sector train people in international marketing? And how are these people faring in businesses across Ghana? I've seen that. You can see international marketing abilities are something that is silent in the industry. And there are very few companies who are talking about it. And The academia too is quiet. The government is quiet. Even though government have initiatives to support international, the Ghana Export Promotion Authority are there, but it's still quiet. I don't see what is going on at that sector, to be honest with you, because we don't see much. If you ask Ghanaians, how many Ghanaian businesses do we have abroad? It's difficult to mention one, but there are some there. I know Blue Skies and Casa Precon are too well known, and some companies too have tried and they didn't do well and they are no more existing. But we are not doing well at that sector, or in that sector. So for me, it's something that as a nation, policymakers needs to look at. And the point that I'm talking about here is the competencies of these business owners running local businesses, the Ghanaians themselves. Are they competent in international marketing? International marketing should be learned. It's a skill that have to be acquired. In the Western world, their education sector or the education system started training people in international marketing, international business. People are specializing in international marketing, international business. You see, and I think just recently that some universities have attempted to, offer courses like people specializing in international business. And I don't know any university in Ghana specializing in international marketing as of now. Maybe I've seen one recently, master's program, international marketing, something like that. But you see, this thing started years back in the 1980s, 1970s. Universities abroad were thinking about going abroad, going international. But Ghanaians, our mind is not there. Our mind is just buying things from other countries. And last time I talked about FDI, foreign direct investment, and its negative impact on the economy. And we know how FDI affects Ghana as a country, and it has affected us seriously. So there is a need now for our businesses to start looking abroad. There should be deliberate policies by governments to support businesses abroad. You see, businesses need to acquire these skills. We have to train people in this area. How do we go international? What are the first things you have to start? Are people abreast with cultures outside Ghana, cultures in countries like Ivory Coast, in Nigeria, in Rwanda, in South Africa? These countries that we have to start selling products to. These are our close neighbors that we have to start with. You see, we have to start and gain experience from these countries around us. That is the best way to start international marketing. You start with countries that are close to you, get experience, then you can go to those that are far away, or countries that you have similar cultures and similar economic conditions. You see, so it's something that we have to look at, the competencies of managers of these businesses. We say that many small and medium enterprises in Ghana, owners, are not abreast with international marketing strategies. The people don't. It doesn't even click people's mind. How many businesses in Ghana are thinking about going abroad? So that we lack the skills, the competencies that are needed, understanding different cultures. You see, making the product decision. What product are we taking international? Are we taking the same product, or we have to adapt? We have to adopt the product, that is, modify the product to meet the other country needs. You see, what pricing decision do we have to make? What promotional decisions? You see, what delivery decisions? And now, the technological advancement in the world is making international marketing very easy now. It's making it very easy. So I think it's something that there is a need for policymakers to build competencies of businesses in this area. That is, educating people very well in this area. And there are so many other things that we need to look at in terms of these competencies. You see, companies are still looking at, a lot of businesses in Ghana are still, using our outdated practices. Okay, they are still using structures, one-man business. They don't want to bring the right person in, and all this. These are all some of these hindrances to international marketing. You see, somebody operating the business, they don't want to employ the right people. They don't want to employ the right person that can bring this idea, that can help them with some of these suggestions. And people are so outdated, competitively outmoded, and it's making it difficult for businesses to expand, because people don't believe in people knowledge in Ghana. People don't believe in somebody coming in and helping them expanding their business. People want to go alone, and at times going solo is difficult. You see, going solo is one of the difficult things that a business you have to rely on. There's a need to bring people in that can grow the business. We said that these outdated methods hinder operational efficiency and reduce competitiveness against foreign counterparts who are often adopt modern practices. So you see, we are in competition. Ghanaian businesses are in competition, and because we are still, using these outdated methods, it hinder what? Development. It hinder operational efficiency, and it gives our foreign competitors competitive advantage, or counterparts competitive advantage over Ghanaian businesses trying to go abroad. So we are lacking. A lot of businesses are lacking in this area. There are also, things like legal issues, regulatory and legal obstacles. You see, Ghanaian businesses don't want to learn. You want to go and operate in, let's say, Rwanda. You want to go and operate in, you want to send your product or produce in Rwanda or South Africa. There's a need to understand the local regulations. And these are all skills that I'm talking about, the competencies that need to be acquired in operating international. Okay, so businesses, there is a need to focus more attention in terms of competencies, acquiring these skills. And I think I'll talk about this in government policies and all that. Networking also is an issue. Ghanaian businesses are not good with networking. You see, we want to go international. We said that lack of market information. Many Ghanaian businesses struggle with sufficient knowledge about international markets. This includes lack of understanding of consumer preferences, regulatory requirements, and competitive landscape abroad. You see, Ghanaian businesses are not trying to understand things happening in other countries because it's not in our mind to even go there, to even, try to exploit the opportunities. The global, world is now over 7 billion. And look at this advantage in selling your product across this, broader market, rather than looking at only the 32 million. You see, last time I talked about Nigerian, banks coming to Ghana. Look at Nigeria population. But Nigeria is over 200 million. But they still want to come to Ghana and compete with Ghanaians. Who our population is 32 million. So this tells you that there is something lacking among Ghanaian businesses. You see, we need to network. We need to build knowledge in terms of understanding some of these dynamics in international businesses. Okay, there is a need also to understand consumer preferences. In going international, businesses have to understand the international customer, the country that you are going, their customers. At times, your product you are producing in your country might not suit that customer. There's a need to adapt something. Maybe here you are producing, let's say, fruit juice, but in that country you have to forgo the fruit juice and go with fruit salad, because that your market research provided information that is the way you can be successful there. That's what we call market adaptation. So Ghanaian businesses need to understand it. All go back to what? Competencies, knowledge about international marketing that we are lacking as a country. So lead business is going to, as part of our capacity building, maybe capacity building responsibilities, we are going to organize training for businesses in some of these areas, understanding the international marketing world, okay, and how you can go international and all that, taking advantages of these export opportunities, which I'll talk about later. Okay, so you can see that there are so many things that local businesses are lacking, and these are affecting us. Even though the economic challenges, yes, I will not forget about the economic challenges in terms of access to finance, which is also a hindrance to Ghanaian businesses going international. Okay, most Ghanaian businesses find access to monies that can help them expand, very difficult to come by. Higher interest rates charged by banks and other investors that want to help in this area, and all that. We understand all that. Okay, these are all hindrances anyway. But if the competencies are there, if companies are skilled in going international, I think they will still find a way to look at some of these financial challenges, these economic constraints. The economic constraint cannot be denied. I'm not denying it is there. Okay, commercial bank interest rates are high. Okay, now in Ghana it's averaging over 32%, which make it difficult for local companies to secure loans for expansion or operational costs and all that. That is clear. It's something. These are government things that the government have to work on. This is what I sometimes call this government creating an enabling environment for local businesses, making access to these facilities very affordable for businesses, so that businesses can acquire this. Some other countries are acquiring loans at 4%. Some are acquiring at low as well 3%, and you are acquiring at 32%. How do you go international? How do you compete abroad with somebody who have acquired a loan or a facility to expand his business and going international 4%, whilst you are acquiring that loan for 32%? So this is a government, policy that need to come in, okay, to help some of these businesses in these areas. This is what I'm talking of. Government deliberate policies, and successive governments since Nkrumah time has not helped in this area. Okay, so as a country we are failing here. Government regulations in supporting international business is weak. I did look at the Ghana Export Promotion Authority initiatives that they have. Yes, they have initiatives for international for businesses and all that, but I don't feel it. I don't feel these things happening. I don't feel education of information in terms of creating awareness about some of these your policies that you have in helping business go international. I don't feel any buzz about this. I don't know how many businesses that are aware of the Ghana Export Promotion Authority policies in trying to help businesses go international. I don't think it has well been implemented, that body we have created there. And there is a need to, look at it again. There is a need to have a real look of some of these policies that will aid our businesses to go abroad, and in the long term affecting Ghana's ability to our trade, our balance of trade that the nation have to aim at. So government has a big role to play there in terms of making the economic environment very, very, very flexible for businesses to acquire the necessary support that they need to go international. Now, you see, as I've been saying, that international marketing is something the country cannot keep quiet on. If we want to succeed as a country, this is a necessity for every business now. So deliberate policies need to be looked at to support businesses, okay, to make it easy for businesses to be able to go international. And this is the something at my heart. This is something that I want government to look at. It's something I'll be very interested to hear a government talking about it, that I want to support this number of businesses to go international, this industry, these sectors, and these measures has been put in place, because that's the only way as a country we can balance our trade and be able to make sure our currency is gaining strength and strength. There's a need to develop capital here, not over reliance on foreign capital that we have been doing. As I said last time in my FDI lecture, those of you who didn't watch that, go and watch my negative impact on FDI, negative impact on the economy, and you can see that over reliance on foreign capital alone is something that can affect any economy globally. So as a country, we have to look at some international marketing as well. It's something that we need a very strong look at it, so that we can improve our balance of trade. Okay, so I've talked about some of these issues, and I'm going to talk about some of the practical steps that need to be taken when companies want to go abroad. And some of these things are going to be captured in our capacity building training that will be coming on very soon. We will announce the date, and you subscribe to Lead Managers Television for Lead Talk, hosted by Nana Danso Boafo, senior lecturer, and you will be updated on some of these issues. So thank you once again for wasting your time and listening to me on Lead Talk. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.